The Eastbrook Why, sponsored by Eastbrook Homes.
Every home, every bit of acreage, and every neighborhood tells a story. The team at Eastbrook Homes knows this all too well. It's their job when developing a piece of land or building a home to help create that story. This is the story of Salmon's View, a pastoral plot of land in Wyoming that served a family for generations. They farmed this land, raised their children, and grew the crops that fed other families.
In fact, they've owned this property since 1847, if you can believe it. And it's kind of funny, the family originally owned a furniture factory downtown, and there was a different family who owned this property, and they swapped the business for the farm.
Eventually, when it came time to sell the family farm, a chunk was sold to Granville Schools, and later the Salmons reached out to Eastbrook Homes and asked what they might do with the rest of it. The team at Eastbrook understood the family's unique story and their desire to leave a legacy.
Sitting with them, hearing all of the memories, their family cow Bessie and milking it and being late to school and sledding down the hill and back, it's incredible, their ties to this land. And we are really excited to be a part of that and to honor their legacy and to provide something that is a connection to those many generations of Salmon family into this new community, Salmon's View.
Eastbrook President Michael McGraw says there were about 25 other companies that expressed an interest in the land.
And many of the other suitors for the property around that February of 25 time were also looking at a rental component. But that's not what we do. We believe firmly in the value of home ownership and that beginning of that American dream for a family.
Where the Salmon's barn once stood will be some 200 homes. Those long grasses and clumps of wildflowers will remain in some areas, and the sound of children playing and experiencing nature will still be heard. Eastbrook has partnered with the Outdoor Discovery Center in Holland, a company whose primary purpose is restoring land to its native state, conserving it, and educating the public.
If you haven't been to their facility, they have a natural playground, a naturescape built out of old wooden stumps and trees that are laid down. And we're going to build something similar here, and we think it's going to be a really special addition to this community.
While the story for Salmon's View is unique, the way the property was purchased and is being developed is similar to so many other Eastbrook projects.
We take a lot of pride in how we design communities. So you see a land that has been cleared of its barn, but this is months and oftentimes years in the making, where we purchase a piece of land, but we spend time either with the family who has owned the property, taking stock of the land. We look at the environmental elements of the site, the physical site features. We talk to the municipality, and we think through what the ultimate home buyers will look like here and what they'll want to see. And we're able to then take this to the next step and envision a community where eventually the buyers will not just build their house and live here, but be a part of this land, spend time walking the sidewalks and the trails and playing on the playground that so many generations have already done so before them.
Michael McGraw says the aspects of community design that excite him most are mixed-use communities, which Salmon's View will be.
We'll have probably 4 distinct product types and price points. So you get a really neat socioeconomic and demographic mix, oftentimes multiple generations living in the same community, grandparents near their kids and grandkids, for example. That is not uncommon for us to see. And I think those are the communities that make me the most excited, and this community fits that bill, and that we'll have multiple home types in here.
McGraw wants to undo some of the misconceptions around land development, and he says that requires transparency as well as a willingness to talk to neighbors and listen as they design a community. As far as the property itself, tree preservation is a hot-button issue, and Eastbrook cares about that too.
There's a recycling process with that material that we harvest. The logs that can be used for lumber, for example, get used for lumber. The logs that make good fence posts go to fence posts. Even the tree tops and leaves, all of the small aspects of tree clearing get mulched up and get recycled, and some of that goes into soil components. So the company we use for our tree removal does an exceptional job, and that's an important aspect of the story as well.
If you'd like to become a part of the Eastbrook story, visit their website, eastbrookhomes.com.